Hey, it's Dean. I'm your multi-genre music man. Sorry, my voice is still a little messed up. I haven't gotten over whatever the heck it is going on. I'm just on here to let you know that we did do a podcast last night, our new podcast, which the name of the podcast is going to be the Line Before Podcast. Um, but the only way I can put it up is if I re-record it like I did last week. So I'm just letting you guys know that if you hear a noise or anything in the background, that is what is going on. So I'm gonna bubble this. Oh, if it lets me. I'm gonna open this up, and here we go.
And they said it would never be back, man. But the line before podcast is back. We got a different co-host. Uh, Definitely want to thank my buddy from Chasing the Grass for being my co-host. And man, both me and him was busy. I mean, me doing co-hosting a radio show and him having his wrestling show that we couldn't, our schedules couldn't match together. But the new co-host is a should be a familiar face for everybody out there on my podcast, and he's clearly a familiar face on his podcast. Multi-genre music man, welcome to the Line Before podcast. How are you doing tonight, man? And how's it
Thank you
feel to
very
be
much.
the co-host?
Thank you very much. Good, good. How you doing?
Doing great, man. And the thing about this show, what makes it a little bit different from the other one is me and you are actually going to be talking about music. And
Yep.
instead of interviewing somebody about music and having the singer on talk about, we're actually going to have them perform, and then you give your live reaction to the singer or rapper. Or you're
Yep.
called
Can't wait.
multi-genre. You're called multi-genre music man for a reason. We're having
Absolutely.
multi-genre people on. We had a rapper on last week. Had a country
Yep.
singer on. This week we got another country slash rock singer on. So
Great.
we're crossing two off the board because he's a country and a rock singer.
That's right. And there's some out there that sing country and rap at the same time. All kinds of stuff.
Definitely plan on. I don't want to spoil it for people, but in a couple weeks I am going to try to have Roy called on.
Awesome.
I'm gonna try to
Great.
get. Gonna try to get Roy on. He's always a blast to have on, man. And hearing his voice is his voice, man. Is I don't know anybody else that has a voice like him, man. It's just great.
Absolutely. Yep. I love talking to him. Yep.
You
He was
know, he's
on
a great
earlier.
guy.
He was on earlier tonight. I saw him on, but I didn't catch to talk to him before he got off.
Yep, he's great, man. He's a great Kentucky Music Mafia just went gold actually. I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Off Hank and the Drinking.
Wow. Yeah, that song will do it. That'll do it for you.
That's a good song, man.
It's an awesome song. Yeah, and definitely if they're gonna do it, that's the song to do it with.
Absolutely, man. I mean, Tom McDonald, him and Adam Calhoun just did a great song called what was that called? What was that one? New World Order.
Yep, yep. They did
That was a
New
great
World
song.
Order, and they did another one. I can't remember what the other one was called. I just it
White
was,
Boys,
what's that?
White Boys.
Yeah, White Boys. Yeah, that's the other one they did. Yep, yep. I knew they did two because I've done two
Mm,
reviews on them. So
they're coming out with. I believe the album might be out or is coming out, man. That I mean, Adam Calhoun, like you said, country rap. Adam Calhoun is a top three country. One of the. He's one of the top three, probably top three biggest
yep.
country rappers out there. Him, Upchurch,
Did you
Chugga
just see?
Shane.
Did you see he was on Calhoun was on the internet yesterday? I think yesterday, the day before yesterday, talking about how he's banning Carhartt. You hear
What
about
happened?
that? I guess they started allowing they were making people get shots for the COVID, and if they didn't get the shots, they got fired, and he got all mad about it. Took all his clothes, walked outside, all his car clothes, and burned them right in his driveway. He goes, if anybody wants me to do the same thing, give me a call, and I'll come to your house and do it for you. It's crazy. It upset him that bad that they were just, making people get the shots. It upset him so bad he took every piece of clothing he had and burned it.
I guess if you want to Adam Coon autograph, hit him up and he'll.
Yeah. Yep.
But
Just don't have a Carhartt hat. Don't ask him to sign a Carhartt hat. He probably won't do it.
yep. We got a musical performance by Kyle the Master and the Honky Tonk Heroes coming up, and that'll be coming up right now. We're blessed to have Kyle. How are you doing, Kyle?
Well, how was I to know it? The dust in my soul was there for a reason. The reason won't show. Could be rust, it might be gold. It's out of my hands, on with the show. The prize it already bears my name. Just gotta get there first before it gets claimed. I call on you when I find the time. I promise I'll wave goodbye. High above the water, never think twice. It's been a long way down, and I'll catch you when the next sunrise comes back around. I guess I should have told you I was stuck in my ways. Just past the white flag line, but I'm high above the water now. Look at me fly. I'm looking at the devil standing in the roses, staring right at me. Where you wanna go, son? Take what you need, but don't wear yourself down. You stir up trouble, you know I'll be around, but you better not call when the money's not right. The free or the fall, no one to kiss you goodnight. Take a look around, make yourself at home. Just take a deep breath, it'll be just fine. High above the water, never think twice. It's been a long way down, and I'll catch you when the next sunrise comes back around. I guess I should have told you I was stuck in my ways. Just past the white flag line, but I'm high above the water now. Look at me fly. Yeah, just look at me fly. Yeah, just look at me fly.
Great job.
Absolutely, man. Definitely appreciate you doing that. And multi-genre music, man. You're the reactor. What's your reaction?
No, I just wanted to let him know he's got a great voice. Unlike me, I got laryngitis this week, but no, you have a great voice. I love the sound of it, and yeah, you've got a good. Should be doing a lot better. You know, people should be hearing about you by now because your voice is great.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Appreciate it.
And where can people find you on Facebook, YouTube, everything, every social media out there, man?
We got a Facebook, it's Kyle the Master and the Honky Tonk Heroes. And on Instagram, it's Kyle and the HTH. And that's the only social media we got. We're not really active on Instagram, but Facebook's pretty active. And yeah, you can see where we're going to be playing and stuff.
Absolutely, man. And it was definitely a pleasure having somebody that's just not a singer on, somebody that's actually one of my family members.
Yeah, for real.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for being on, brother. You
Thank
did
you,
a great
man.
job.
Absolutely, thank you.
Man, what a performance by Kyle, man. What a hell
Absolutely.
of a performance, man. Definitely
Great
appreciate
song.
Kyle and the Honky Tonk Heroes for being on, man, and singing. And
Yeah.
what is your whose voice did you think he sounded like?
I don't know. He got one of his own. He's definitely got a voice of his own, but I can't believe he's not been found yet and got a record deal yet. He's got a great voice. Yeah, I was sitting there thinking that the whole time he's singing. I'm like, man, this guy. That's why I ask a lot of people to send stuff to my site of people that hasn't made it yet, because that's one of the reasons I like doing that is simply because there's so many people out there that have a great voice that should be have a record deal or should be singing, making money. And they just haven't the right person hasn't heard them yet. That's all it is. You get one good person that has the capability of getting you a management deal or whatever. And as soon as that person hears you, you're done. You're good.
Absolutely, man. And yeah, man, that's why we do the show. I mean, I've had a singer on that was signed to a Loretta Lynn, and he did an absolute good job, man. Like back in to this date, probably a year ago, we had a singer on that was signed to Loretta Lynn.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. That's what we're all here to do. So that's good.
He was signed to her. He released a single that was something like a remake off of Keith Whitley's song. Keith Whitley like signed off for him to do it and stuff, man. And I'll definitely try to get him back on in a couple months or weeks or whatever, whenever I can get him on.
Absolutely, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. And with that, we might actually do an interview because I mean, well, I've asked him pretty much every question you can.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I bet he's doing that good. That's great.
Yeah, he was signed to her. Now he does local gigs and stuff.
Yep.
That's definitely incredible, man. And
Because to be able to get you a chance, that's all we're trying to do is get people out there to be able to get their chance to be seen in front of somebody that could help them out would be great.
Absolutely, man. And next week we have somebody that went #1 in South Africa on the iTunes charts, Tony Sloan, who is going on
That's
tour
awesome.
in Tennessee starting March the 10th.
That's great. Yep. You're touring with them, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And
That'll be awesome.
I know your favorite song by him is Hillbilly Heroin.
Yep. Yeah. That's definitely a song that's home for sure.
It's a good song, man. It tells about the drug problem here in Eastern Kentucky, and yeah, man, it's definitely definitely a lot of people can relate to that song, and hopefully it helps a lot of people out there.
Absolutely. Yep. Get the word out for sure.
Yeah, man. Now, Doug Pinson, who we had on a couple weeks ago, when he sung "The Train," whose voice did his remind you of?
I don't know. People don't really remind me of other people. I can't remember if you remind me of anybody else. I mean, they just have unique voices, which is why I think they should, be able to get in front of somebody. You don't want somebody that's imitating another singer because then most of the time they won't take them. Like there's a lot of people out there who can sing like Elvis Presley, but nobody wants another Elvis Presley. They want somebody that can do their own thing and sound like themselves and be able to hold their own weight without trying to sound like. Although you take somebody like I can't think of his name, the guy who sings all the time with Randy Travis. Can't think of his name right now. The Long Black Train. That's
Josh Turner.
There you go. He sounds just like Randy Travis. He's lucky he got a career. Cause usually they won't take somebody that sounds just like somebody else, But
I actually think Doug sounds like
Randy. Yeah. It was kind of cool. I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but when he went after he was on American Idol, when he went back to his own hometown, Randy Travis actually surprised him by coming up behind him when he was doing a live show at his own hometown and come out on stage and sang Long Black Train with him. That was really cool.
Definitely, man. That's a good song too.
Yeah.
I think Doug definitely sounds like Josh Turner a lot.
Yeah, he does. Yep. That's what made me think of that. I was saying, usually when they sound like somebody else, they tell you to try to use your own voice, but that is Josh Turner's voice. Actually, he's got deeper volume, deeper than Randy Travis, which is unusual. Usually nobody's deeper than him, but he's actually deeper. His voice is actually deeper, which sounds even better.
Absolutely, man. Definitely, man. I mean, doing this music show is definitely going to be a lot of fun. It has been a lot of fun. Just the few episodes we've done.
Absolutely.
Man, let's go back on that Adam Calhoun thing you was talking about.
Those clothes? Yeah, he was upset. The reason he got upset about it was he feels that those clothes, that Carhartt clothes, are made for for Americans that are like mid class, working men, working hard, and they do last a very long time. And he's like, and those are the same people you're hurting by forcing them to get a shot or lose their job. So if those people are losing their job now because Carhartt wants to change their policy simply because the government asked them to, there's other companies out there saying no, they won't do that, and they're perfectly fine. But Carhartt was one of them that said, yeah, they would make every single person that worked for them get that shot. And so a lot of people end up losing their job. And it was the same hardworking Americans that working for them that they're trying to promote when they sell their clothes. Those exact people they're hurting by promoting the shot.
Yeah. Definitely.
Forcing. I'm not saying you shouldn't get the shot. I'm just saying you shouldn't be forced to do it either. You know, we have a constitution for a reason. You shouldn't be forced to do it either.
No, definitely don't force people to get the shot if they want to get it. Then that's their business. They don't want to get it. That's their business. I definitely agree with Adam Calhoun. Adam Calhoun is one of my favorite country rappers out there, man. So
Yep.
I guess if you want an Adam Calhoun autographs, tell him you have some of them shirts and get him to burn it for you, and
Yep.
then get him to sign I guess your CD or album you have of him or poster or whatever.
Yep. Just type in Adam Calhoun and Carhartt. You'll see the video of him talking about it. He takes off his hat immediately, puts on one of his own hats, and then he takes all his clothes, puts them in the parking lot, and burns them.
Yeah, man. And Upchurch just released some good music too the past couple of days. You should definitely react to that.
I will. Yeah, definitely. I haven't, like I said, I've been sick the last 2 weeks, so I haven't been on my, maybe a couple times. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll feel better, good enough to start getting back on again. I've got a bunch of requests that are building up, so I can't wait to get back on and get to them.
Absolutely, man. And man, that's definitely awesome though, man, that you're coming back, and I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better, man. Hopefully, you continue to feel better as well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, man. And I mean, man, music has definitely changed a lot here lately. You know what it was
Absolutely.
years ago. Everything is digital. I don't know if you have one, but I got one of them Echoes. You can just tell it to play music, and
I do. Yep.
Yeah.
I do have one of them. Yep, that's exactly the one I have, the Echo version. Yep. So
They're awesome.
yeah, they are. Yeah, I listen whenever I'm playing on my Oculus or whatever. I always have mine playing, so you can tell it to play anything. You can tell it to take songs out, so it'll never play a song again if you don't like it. That way, it only plays what you want it to hear, which I like that too.
Yeah, man. And what got you to decide to create a multi-genre music reaction channel?
I want to do multi-genre because there's a lot of channels out there where they say, I'm a former rap fan and now convince me to like country, or the other way around. And I said I didn't want to be stuck to just one genre. I wanted, if somebody wanted to be able to ask for a song, I wanted them to be able to ask for it and not be able to have to say, well, I would have requested a song, but it doesn't fall in the genre you have. At least the way I have my setup, no matter what genre they're requesting, they could ask for a song. So I played everything from rock, country, rap, heavy metal, classical, and grunge, and whatever my nephew sings. I can't remember what it's called, but it's mainly a lot of loud screaming is what I call it. But
Metal?
Yeah, probably it was a little metal and something else mixed into it. Yeah.
Metal rap?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, his band's called Crisis, Crises, and if you can know multi-genre music, man, you can look up Crisis and you'll find them on there. But yeah, he had asked me if I'd play one of his songs. I told him I would. I don't know what kind of genre it is though, but like I said, I don't need to know because I know my platform covers every genre, so I don't need to know what it is to play it.
I'm gonna shock you with the surprise of a genre that you haven't reacted to.
Okay.
Bluegrass.
I have done bluegrass.
Wow.
Constant Sorrow, and I also played Ricky Skaggs.
You need to react to a song that actually was written by a person from the same place I'm from, Knott County, Kentucky. It is called Teardrop In.
I'll have to do that one. I know I've done bluegrass because I've done Ricky Skaggs, and I've also done In Constant Sorrow from the movie Oh Brother Where Art Thou, and that was the entire album of that was in bluegrass. So I did do 2 bluegrass songs.
That's something that I could never really. I'm from the bluegrass capital, man. I mean, Tommy Webb Band from here in Knott County. wrote
Yep.
that Teardrop In. That's a hit song. It went
Yep.
huge. Who's them one people? The Godfather of Bluegrass. I cannot remember his name.
It's not Ricky Skaggs.
No, he's from here in Kentucky, and him and his son both do music. What is their name?
Marty Stewart.
No.
Those two both do bluegrass, and
Oh
I know
man, I'm gonna have to
I
look
know
it
none of
up.
their songs.
Daddy's Dinner Bucket is what
Oh yeah,
they're from right
I
here.
don't know which band it is. Yeah.
They're huge, man. I'm gonna look it up. That's the song.
Yep. I don't know who sings that, but I know I've done bluegrass. Just I've done a couple other songs that were in bluegrass.
Ralph Stanley.
Al Stanley. Okay.
Him and his son are both from my area, man. They're one of the two biggest bluegrass singers out there.
Yep. I'm writing it down right now, so I gotta remember to look them up tomorrow.
Absolutely,
I'm hoping,
man.
like I said, I'm hoping tomorrow afternoon I'll be able to get back on and been trying to drink warm stuff and honey and all that to get my voice back. So I'm hoping by tomorrow it'll be back so I can start doing it.
Absolutely, man.
I definitely have the request building up, and I had a guy today write me and said, "Hey, it's been like 5 days. Where are you? I need you to do this song." So I'm gonna try to get back on tomorrow so I can get it done.
I just have a request from myself, man, and
Yeah.
that is some Bee Gees.
Bee Gees. Yeah, no, I don't think I'll be doing any more Bee Gees for a while. I definitely did every hit song by the Bee Gees and every non-hit by the Bee Gees, so I think I'm done with Bee Gees for a little bit.
Absolutely, man. I mean, Bee Gees. I don't really like their music.
I like their music, but like I said, the person who was requesting it was doing like 10 songs a day, requesting, and there were songs I never even heard of, and I actually liked the Bee Gees, and there were songs I'd never heard of, and then once he heard I wasn't going to do Bee Gees anymore, he started to be a smartass, and he broke it down and started doing either just one member of the band. He would request that, and then when I said I wouldn't do that, he went to songs written by the Bee Gees, sung by somebody else. So he requested a Kenny Rogers song. And then I later found out it was a Kenny Rogers song written by the Bee Gees, and I'm like, all right, you just can't give up, man. I just never ended with that guy. I try to review the song before I don't listen to it, but I will look it up and review it a little bit and make sure that it's not anything I can't play. And as soon as I looked it up, it said Kenny Rogers written by Bee Gees. I'm like, yeah, okay. Guy just being a smart ass now, so I got away from it.
Hey, if that guy's out there, you can still subscribe to us, though. We'll appreciate.
Oh, you still subscribe to my channel?
Oh yeah, we'll definitely appreciate your subscription, man.
Absolutely.
And
he still subscribed multi-genre. He started requesting something different finally. So.
is that the one from Israel?
He's from, yes, I believe it is the one. Germany or Israel. Yeah, one of them. Yep, I think it is the one from Israel. Germany was requesting a different band all the time. I can't remember what band it was now. There's a few of them like that. I've got 8 different countries that watch my channel, so it's hard to keep track of each one. But
me too, man.
I appreciate every single subscriber that watches.
Absolutely. But I'm switching from Anchor because Anchor was supposed to pay me and they've not paid me, so I will be on a different auto podcast distribution company I will be using because Anchor has still not paid me, so I will be leaving them.
There you go. So you get paid for the podcast separate than the YouTube, huh? You don't get paid from YouTube for the podcast. You get paid from a podcast company.
Patreon.
Patreon. There you go. That's who I'm gonna have do my. They're gonna make all my shirts and stuff like that for me too. So that'll be cool.
Yeah. Anchor is supposed to pay me because I've already passed the limit by about 400 some listeners on what you're supposed to when you're supposed to get paid. So yeah, man. I've had some pretty big name people on. So yeah, man. Anchor will not be hosting the podcast anymore. I'm definitely gonna find another company that will actually pay me.
Yeah. If Patreon does that stuff, that's who I'd go to. That's who I'm going to be going to for to get paid for all my shirts and all my to have them anytime somebody makes a drops money on my account or whatever. I'm going to have it gone through Patreon too, because they don't take out as much as a lot of the other companies do. So
Yeah. The good thing about Patreon is, man, if you get a new subscriber, man, just adds on the next month. It's good stuff, man. I love
yeah,
Patreon. And yeah, man, all my Patreon subscribers get a free ticket to every virtual Zoom concert that I host.
well, great, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to get into that and something else I was saying on my own channel. I can't wait till I get a subscriber. I want to try to get a subscriber for my channel. That way, I can start giving out products to
Oh,
people.
the join button. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that would be awesome, man. You should already have that though. You're at 1,000 subs.
Yeah, I don't have the only thing I don't have the 4,000 hours. I'm at like 1,100 hours. So as soon as I hit the 4,000 hours, I'll be able to do all that stuff. I'll be able to get a subscriber. I'll be able to do the thing where I can have the money sign at the bottom that says thanks. I'll be able to do all that stuff. But I'm right around 1,100, and I just got to hit 4,000. So
Absolutely, man.
once that's
I
done, I'll
mean,
be good. Yeah, I'm definitely over. I'm at like 1,060 subscribers. So I shouldn't have a problem with that dropping below 1,000 before I get the hours up. I was worried at first when it hit 1,000, it kept up down, like it does. It goes up and down 2 or 3. But now it's at 1,060. It hasn't gone down, so I should be good to go. Just gotta get some hours up, and then we'll be all set.
yeah, absolutely, man. I think that if I was monetized, I'd made like $5 off, $5 or $10 off my interview with Joe Pettit. It has 12,600 some views.
Right? Yep. I heard it's slow going for sure. It's like 10 or 15 cents a video. Everybody thinks that you get tons of money once you get subscribed, but it's only 10 or 15 cents. That's why it's good to get Patreon involved, a subscriber involved, and all that. That way, you have money coming in from 3 or 4 different ways. You have a better chance of making money on it.
Absolutely, man. I definitely am leaving Anchor.
Yeah, if they're not paying you, I wouldn't keep going if they're not paying you.
No, they're supposed to be. Supposed to be able to run ads and stuff on there on Spotify and everything, and it's been about 4 or 5 months, so I'm definitely leaving them. There ain't no doubt about that.
Yeah, I had the same problem with the company that was supposed to help me get my subscriptions better and stuff, and they just played me around, didn't help me at all, and I had to fire them, get my money back, and because they weren't doing their job. I did way more work than they did on getting the subscriptions up. They weren't doing anything to get subscriptions up. They kept claiming they could get it up to a certain number in 7 days. I gave them 2 extensions, brought up to 20 days. They still hadn't done it, and I don't think they really did anything because, like you said, every person who subscribed said, "Oh, I subscribed because I saw you play a Tom McDonald song, or because I saw you play this song." So it was nothing to do with them helping me get it. It was just because I happened to put up a song they liked, and that's why they subscribed. So I was noticing they weren't doing anything for me, so I requested my money back, and they luckily, yes, they did finally pay me my money back. So, but you gotta be careful on those companies that say they can get your subscriptions up in 7 days or your money back because they don't give you your money back in 7 days. She often only give you half the money back, and I had to. I said no, I wanted it all back, and we had 2 extensions done. Finally, she gave me my money back, but you gotta be careful on those commercials that say that because they don't really do much of anything to help you. At least that company didn't.
None of them do, man. And
Yeah, I don't think they do either.
yeah, I'm gonna call them out. All of you that say you do that, you're full of shit.
Yeah, because they even claim they could get your hours up in a certain amount of time, and I was willing to do that too, but I didn't even bother with it because they didn't do anything to help my subscriptions. I was out there every day putting up. There was one day I put 22 videos in one day. I was the one doing that, not them. And all 22 of them videos got subscribers. So, I was the one staying up all day and night doing the work, not them. I don't know what they claimed they did. I never saw anything come back from saying, "Hey, this person or this company sent me over here." Nothing. Everything was either a video I put up, a song I put up, or something that caused it so that people were coming to me. So.
Oh, if you put up 22 different types of music videos in one day, man, you're gonna probably get 100 or 200 subscribers.
I was getting burned out. The first 2 months I did this, I'm doing it 2.5 months now. The first 2 months I did it, I was putting up 15 songs a day, and then I was doing. In January, they stopped having a limit. They used to have a 15 per day limit. In January, YouTube took that away. When they did, I started putting up 17 or 18 a day, And one day when I was sick, I stayed up overnight and I actually put up 22 songs. So yeah, I got tons of subscribers from that. And so it was nothing coming from their company. It was all coming directly from the work I was doing through the videos. So
Yeah, you definitely get burned out after a little bit
yeah,
of
I
doing
had to
it.
start calming down. Yeah, I had to calm
Yeah,
down
I had to
and start
stop.
doing 2 or 3 videos a day for a while because I was getting
Yeah,
burned.
I had to stop doing it. There for a little bit, man. I was doing a podcast every day and every
Yep,
night, and it just
yep,
got exhausting. So now I try to give myself at least 2 or 3 days off a week.
right, yep, definitely. You want to do that. I mean, it only took me 2.5 months to get the subscribers up, but yeah, again, it was at a point where I had to burn myself out to do it. Doing tons of videos a day and all that. I should have just. You had a year to do it. I should have just done it a little slower, gotten it in 6 months, and probably I would have got the hours and subscriptions about the same time. But because I was burning myself out doing the videos, I did get the subscribers. But at what point? That was at a point where I have to. It may have caused me to be sick like I am. I got burned out, got a lung infection. I lost my voice, got laryngitis, all that. So now I'm just trying to calm down, do just a couple videos a day, and try to see how that works.
Yep, and this podcast will get some views as well, and there will be people watching
Absolutely.
it. And this will be uploaded on your channel or not, right?
Yep. Your channel and mine. Yep. Both. Yep.
Absolutely, man. This is a Line Before podcast, and we will have a logo. Hopefully, we will have a logo by next week. There ain't no doubt we'll
Great.
have a logo by next week. I'm gonna try to work on that tonight. We will have a Facebook page by next week as well, so
Great.
you can add us on there, and you can. Hell, we might even have an email where you can send us emails to stuff, singers you want us to have on that we may not know about from your area. I mean, we'll
Great.
do that and give them
Yep.
some exposure.
Send us the information. We'll try to do it.
Absolutely, man. Because to be honest with you, I don't know singers from, say, where you're from, New Hampshire. I don't know
Right.
singers from New York or Texas or
Yep.
Tennessee or California or wherever.
Hey, Aerosmith come out of the state I live in, so
Well, yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
just a few towns over from where I live, Aerosmith, Steven Tyler and the Aerosmith come out here. So, I mean, in New Hampshire where I live is definitely a good state for music.
doesn't your uncle do music?
He does. My whole family does. I have an uncle that sings. His 2 sons sing, and then I have a nephew. My sister's son sings. So yeah, I have a family of singers for sure.
What does your uncle sing? Maybe he can be on in a couple.
He can sing anything. He does country, rock, all of it. He was self-taught. He's one of the people who they can listen to the music and then play it back. He doesn't know. He can't read sheet music, but he could literally listen to a song and play it back exactly perfectly. Writes his own music. Um, he plays the left-handed guitar upside down because he learned it that way. His father would play right-handed, then hand him the guitar. He'd flip it over and play the same note back to him or the same song back to him, and that's how he learned it upside down on a left-handed guitar. And that's how he still plays it. So it's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And yeah, man, we'll definitely have him on if he's down to be on.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it for sure.
Absolutely. Obviously we got Tony on next week, so maybe the week after that he can be on.
Yep. Yeah, I can talk to him.
All right, man. Definitely down to have him on and sing and give him some more eyes on his music and stuff. Does he do like local shows?
He doesn't anymore. He used to. He used to do like bars and like local. He was on TV one time through our local channel in my town that I live in. He was on TV a couple times, and he's definitely on the radio a few times. Where I live, the area I live in, they have a radio station that plays. They used to play every Friday night. It was like just local music, and they would only put on, or maybe it was a Wednesday or something like that, whatever it was. They'd play only local music, like people that are trying, just like we're doing. People that are trying to make it, they'd put them on the station. And if they were good enough, they'd play through them and find some guys. He got a call back and told that he's going to get played on the radio station. So he ended up making it on WHEB, the radio station. So it was really cool.
Absolutely, man. And we'll have a Facebook page, an email, hopefully up by. I don't know about an email. We definitely will have a Facebook page and a logo.
Yeah, that's all we need. That's all he needs, a Facebook. They can contact you right through Facebook.
We will have an email though where you can send us what you want us to like talk about, topics and
Yep.
whatever else.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, man. This has been the technically third episode of the Line Before podcast with multi-genre music man and me, Seth,
There
from
you go.
Seth's Daily Podcast, man. It's been a lot. This has been the Line Before podcast. Y'all have a good night and God bless. And
And that was it. So I will post this up right now, and I will talk to you all soon. As soon as I get my voice back to the point where I can talk, I will start doing recordings again. And this is Dean saying, have a nice day.